this is the Queen of Heaven. She goes by many names. She started off black because the Moors were behind these religions, these Abrahamic religions, right? So it doesn't matter if she's black or white. Same thing. This is Christendom. She sits in the second heaven because she's the moon goddess. She goes by many names. The fertility goddess. The second heaven is where all the dark entities dwell. She is part of the matrix, the moon goddess, and I will break that down. She, not to be confused with wisdom, the one with the 12 stars on her head. The Northern Kingdom actually went into captivity for worshiping the Queen of Heaven and baking cakes for her. So if you saw the movie The Passion of the Christ, you notice how the one that plays Satan, which actually is the Virgin Mary, is an inverted character because that's what they are, the inverted. Both sexes, both energies in one vessel. Because we are created in the image of wisdom and Yahuwah, female and male. But the angels have both in one body. So that's why the Star David, the so-called Star David, represents one triangle pointing up, one down. You put them on top of each other, it becomes the so-called Star of David, meaning the two vessels, two energies in one vessel, inversion. That's what it represents. He placed both the sun and the moon. You see, Satan is the god of this world, the world they created. So you notice that people have been posting videos of two suns and two moons because the creator's sun and moon, now that the matrix is breaking down, you can see the actual creator's sun and moon. Because the one that we see now is the one that they gave to us. That's actually being projected from the black sun underneath the hollow earth. So the one that people post all this time has been the one that they have given to us. That is the moon goddess, and that is the sun god. That is all the same thing because he's the god of this world. And I'm going to show you a small clip of a Freemason's presentation on it. That is the black sun. So he is the god of this world. And like in the matrix means the matriz. The matriz, which is the womb of the goddess. So that is what's being projected into the sky. But like I said, the matrix is falling apart. It's breaking down. And you can start to see the creator's real sun and real moon now.
Then he measures the diameter of the sun and moon, being the same with a diameter of 32 miles or 51 kilometers. He draws continents on the surface and on the other side as well. points both sides and writes, same. Below he writes summer land. He draws rays coming out of the black sun and writes, Northern Lights. The center of the drawing is equal to the Mason symbol, which is a square and a compass.
We were led into captivity, and our mother wisdom cried as we were led into captivity. So we were put into a deep sleep right now. We are the age of Aquarius, which means he brings the water, the ones that carries the water, which is the Ruach, and the knowledge has returned to us because the Ruach is back with her children once again, and that's what the age of Aquarius means. So the Ruach is with us right now, and she was the one that was in charge over the earth. So what happened was that the Queen of Heaven is a counterfeit, Mother Earth Gaia, of the true one who's in charge of the earth is wisdom, the mother of them all. But she's back. This is in the reading of Sirach, in praise of wisdom. All wisdom comes from Adonai, and wisdom is with him forever. Who can count the raindrops or the sand along the shore? Who can count the days of eternity? How high is the sky? How wide is the earth? How deep is the ocean? How profound is wisdom? Can anyone find answers to these questions? Wisdom was created before anything else. Understanding has always existed. Has anyone ever been shown where wisdom originates? Does anyone understand her subtle cleverness? There's only one who is wise, and we must stand in awe before his throne. Adonai himself created wisdom. He saw her and recognized her value, so he filled everything he made with wisdom. He gave some measure of wisdom to everyone and poured her out on those who love him. So that was a portion of the praise of wisdom, and now this is the reading from Baruch 4. Okay, this is when she cries because she lives among the children of Jasharel, and then we were taken into captivity, put into a deep sleep. So she left, but now she is back. Okay, and it tells you wisdom is the book of Yah's commandments, the law that will last forever. Who hold on to her will live, but those who abandon her will die. So as we go on to read here, it tells you how we were sold to the Gentile nations, her children, and how she mourned and cried over us, a shameless nation. So this is wisdom, not to be confused with the Queen of Heaven. There's two heavens. The Queen of Heaven is the second heaven, where the dark entities dwell, and then there's the highest heaven, and wisdom is with Yahuwah in the highest heaven. The book of Revelation, the fall of Babylon, she boasts, I am queen upon my throne, I am no helpless widow, because she's making fun of wisdom that lost her children, right? And so she's not to be confused with wisdom. This is the harlot. This is the Queen of Heaven. So wisdom is installed in the righteous womb of a righteous woman. And that's why they attack the womb so much. And I am going to show you a picture or drawing. And it's going to tell you wisdom, judgment. And it points to the womb. The scriptures that tells you that Abba is enthroned above the circle of the earth. And this reminds me of a Hopi prophecy. I remember them saying that the world was divided between four. The red nations were given the guardianship of the earth. The black nations the guardianship of the waters. The yellow nations over the air. The white nations over fire. And we were supposed to work together in unity. And right now, they have taken the guardianship of all four elements. And they run everything. And it also reminds me of the Israelite well, our cap, we're really actually Hebrews, Haikos. Our cap is also looks similar in a form of a cross. It also reminds me of a cap. And like I said, they have the guardianship, they have taken the guardianship over all the elements, and they run the world. Take your time to read this, okay? As you can see here, because I told you Jesus and Mary is an inversion. You see, there's your Gaia for your Mother Earth, the counterfeit of wisdom, and there's your Jesus, because it's only one name that saves, and the Jesus name is who the Greeks gave you the Jesus name, right? And the reading of Zechariah, Abba's coming after the Greeks for what they did to us. So, and you're praying on this name and worshiping this name, and this name is not going to save you. So take a minute to read this.
They tried to erase the Father's name, but the Son carried it. John 5:43. I have come in my Father's name, and you do not receive me. His name is Yahusha. Yahuwah saves. The Father's name Yahu joined with the mission salvation, and the prophets bore it too. Elijah, Eliyahu. My Elohim is Yahu. Jeremiah, Yirmeyahu. Yahu exalts. Isaiah, Yeshayahu. Yahuwah saves. Zechariah, Zekaryahu. Yahuwah remembers. Obadiah, Obadyahu, servant of Yahuwah. Even today you still hear it. Netanyahu, gift of Yahu. And let me be clear, I'm not saying the man is holy. I'm showing the covenant name. It's never left the Hebrew tongue. The prophets bore it, the Son bore it, and no empire, no translation, no religion can erase it.